There's your tickets. Tell me how your energy level is right now. Is it up? It is up. And let's pretend that you really could clear your schedule and that the plane was leaving in 2 days. How many of you would be on it? Looks like 100% to me. What happens when we seat ourselves in our values? You picked a place you want to, and you got excited. And how many of you in the next 2 days are going to accomplish more than sometimes you do in a month? Yeah. You're going to go like crazy. You're going to get everything ready at the office, everything ready at the home. If you have young kids like I do, you'll ship them off and you'll figure out all kinds of things. And you'll be on the plane. And that's the excitement that changed my life and that can change your life with money. Because, let's do a little exercise here. I'll try to do it with one hand. Imagine, or you can even do it on a piece of paper if you'd like to. You have a piece of paper and let's divide it in half. And we're going to put bills at the top of one side and goals on the other side. Now I'd like you to just shout out to me the words that come to mind when you think of the bills. And when you see yourself sitting down to pay the bills. What are the words? I can hear them coming already.
Yuck.
Help, okay? What else? Tired.
Later.
Later. Later. What else? Burdened. Yes. Depressing. You are a really cheerful group. How many of you have an awareness all the time, just under the surface, just behind the scenes, of money issues? Yeah, all of us. It's right there under the surface. So what we want to do is turn that around. We want to get control of our money so that the things that are on the surface are the trip, are the values, looking forward to the things we want to do. So that means having a plan with our money. A practical example here. Look down at your little list of things and pick something that kind of jumps off the page that you would like to go for. Maybe it's something small like a really fun pair of earrings that you saw that are $36. Or maybe it's a short trip. You want to take a weekend up in Vancouver, or you want to go to the ocean for a weekend. Maybe it's the trip to Europe you've always wanted. Just look down there and find something. The last workshop, someone wanted just a pair of boots. You have something in mind? How many of you have something in mind? I want to get a couple real examples. Somebody doesn't mind sharing? Yes. Sicily. Ooh, you might have some company. Okay, so she's thinking of Sicily. A couple more. Australia. We've got some trips going on here. Yes?
Buy a van.
Buy a van. Okay.
Remodel my house with no limit.
Remodel my house with no limit. Does anybody have some smaller ones along the lines of the boots or the earrings? Just no, we're all big thinkers. Anybody? Think of something. Let's say one of you wants to reach a goal. All your life you've wanted to reach goals, but you've never reached them. And this time you want something smaller and tangible, so you get that success. Is anybody on that level that can?
A stereo.
A stereo. Okay, that's a little cheaper than Sicily.
New pots and pans.
New pots and pans. Okay. Yes.
I want to afford a maid.
A maid. And, you know, that's not bad. For like $40 once a month, you know, they'll come in and it looks good. The house looks good when they're gone. Okay, so we've got some smaller, some medium, and some larger goals. It doesn't matter what your goal is. What matters is that it's something you really want. This is going to be your own dream box. This is yours. And the critical thing is what? The label. Because if it's not labeled, and someone in your family or someone drops by, a good friend like me, and I see Rowena has all this money in her jar, I'm just going to reach in there and grab some and say, can I borrow some money? But if it says your dream is
Stereo.
the stereo. Okay, if it's the stereo on there and I say, Rowena, can I borrow some money? What's she going to say? No way. Get your hand off of there, Carol. Because I've already got $57, and when they go on sale, that's going to be enough for a down payment, and, because she's on a roll. Now, if you're like some people are a little bit skeptical. You're going, whoop-de-doo. Let's see, 4 pennies today, a dime and a nickel tomorrow. I'll get to Sicily about 150 years from now. So what you might not know is a couple other things, and we'll do another exercise in just a second. But I want to tell you a story that goes along with this. This didn't even happen in one of my workshops, but it's such a good story. I was sitting next to a gal in the doctor's office, and somehow talking about what I do and talking about saving your change, and she said, oh, I know from experience. She said, when I got engaged, my future father-in-law said to my fiance and myself, on your wedding day, I will give you a check for all the change I can save between now and your wedding. And she said, she thought, oh, big whoop, you know, not too exciting. But then, 14 months later, when she opened an envelope with a check for $1,500, she got the concept of change and how fast it adds up. And most of us, we're used to scrounging through and trying to get rid of our change. It is a really fun game to try to hold on to change. In fact, I found a penny right upstairs at lunch today.